It's like, what are we counting down from? Hello, friends and foes, Vaesen fiends, and welcome to Quests and Chaos. My name is Alondra Heilman, aka Lady Bedivere, and it is spooky season. Woo! Tonight we are continuing with our short shot of Vaesen, a Nordic folk horror game published by Free League. I will do the traditional holding up of the book because the artwork is so cool.
Spook.
If you did not catch our first episode last week, that is okay. You will very quickly pick up on what is going on. It's spooky. But before we get to the spooky, I have the most horrifying thing of all, some announcements.
No, not news!
If we reach 100% of our tavern upkeep in October, we will give away the Tales of the Valiant starter set that we have been desperately trying to give away since June. I think it's the one with hand-painted minis in it. You want some sweet hand-painted minis, right?
Yeah.
If we reach 125%, more cool things will happen, but you've got to get us there to find out what. And if we reach 150% by the end of the night, Halloween, I will raffle off a custom one-shot that I will run for the winner and some of their friends, because it's my spooky season. The Book of Inspiration is back. The boy. At the end of every session, any unused bits will be banked into the boy, and when 25 of those accumulate, we will also do a cool giveaway of a starter set or a TTRPG book. There are 13 currently in the boy. Halfway there. So be generous with those bits that we will inevitably forget to use so that we can bank them into the boy for your benefit. As I'm making these announcements, we are live on Twitch, but odds are when you hear these announcements, you might be watching us later on YouTube or listening in one of our podcast feeds. If you are watching this on YouTube, I would really appreciate if you could like the video and maybe leave us a comment about your favorite part, the Vaesen that you'd be interested to see show up later on, something like that. If you are listening to this on your podcatcher of choice, please leave us a rating. Some of those also, I guess, do comments. I don't know what that does for the algorithm, but you can leave a comment there about your favorite Vaesen too if you want it. I don't care.
Every little bit helps.
This is one of the best ways for us to help broaden our listenership and broaden our viewership so that we can make more shows for you. We talk a lot about the tavern upkeep and how it relates to the bits that come in live on Twitch. However, you can also contribute bits, even if you're not watching us live, by joining our Patreon. Every tier of our Patreon from $10 on up has a certain number of cards and their relevant coin conversion that you can distribute at the beginning of the month to the show of your choosing. You also get access to behind the scenes like After Darks, where we chat about what went on in the session, and sometimes Alondra goes on extremely niche rants about weird specific stuff. Dane often writes us poetry. It's a really fun time, so you should come and join us over there. Patreon also is the most the best ratio for us, so I highly encourage you.
It's bad I mean, it's pertinent poetry, but it's not like
Can you
art.
write poetry about how the payout ratio on Patreon is better on Patreon than it is on YouTube or Twitch?
You got it.
It can be relevant. Great.
That's tonight's haiku.
Lastly, my personal appeal is if you like the shows that we're creating, please leave a comment on our socials. Tell us what you have enjoyed watching. Tell us what you want to see us play more of. If you liked a summer school starter set and you want to see us return to one of those systems, let us know. If there's a board game you'd be interested in seeing us try, tell us that. But do it on our socials. It helps the sweet algorithm gods know that you are watching and paying attention to us, and shows us to other people so that we can bring more people into the Quests and Chaos family. It's super helpful. We also have a delightful Discord community if you want to get a lot more nitty-gritty on stuff, but that is behind a closed door, and we're trying to be more visible. So find us on our socials. You might get responses from me because I'm one of the people who monitors them. Or don't, and I won't. The Tavern Upkeep is at 58%. We have 13 bits in the boy. We decided last week that we were rolling over patron bits because we have barely rolled any dice in this game because it's not really a dicey game in that way. We have 7 rolled over. I'm going to split the difference because that's about what it was in contributions. I will keep 3, and 4 will go to you. It also just makes it nice and easy for me to just go around the table like this.
Amazing. You're so smart.
Floor God!
I wrote a haiku. Patreon will pay out better than other things that do stuff like that.
That's a free haiku. We didn't even make you sign up for Patreon for that. But think of how much better the haikus will be in the After Dark. We also have a new bit for tonight from Red Dead Coquette.
Thank you.
Thank you, Red Dead.
I still have one of your characters here.
From a past arena.
Avita, the level 2 barbarian.
Woof woof. Amazing. All right. And so with all of those announcements out of the way, I think we shall get back into our story. Our Thursday's children were called together by a letter pleading for help. A young priest has reached out to those he believes to be truth seekers to help him prove that his mentor was murdered. And so our band has made their way to Wrecker Isle, a desolate rock in the middle of the Fjolbaka archipelago. The isle is ruled by the Herring Baron, a man who built a thriving business when the herring returned some 30 years ago, and his mother and brothers, degenerate thugs who lord over the isle's single inn with iron fists and greedy pockets. The party does not quite know why they, of all people, have been sent to help what seems on the surface to be a very human matter. But like the wide, dark seas that now surround them, perhaps the real danger is in what lies just under the surface. You are all at the inn, one of 3 buildings that stands on the desolate rock of Wrecker Isle. Richard, our writer, is chatting with folks at the bar, buying a drink here and there, learning some of the local color and trying to get a little more information about how the fishers are feeling and other strange occurrences that may have gone on. Signe has joined a dice game and is very skillfully trying to look like they're not winning as much as they are while getting the local gossip from a different set of sailors. Victor, our doctor, is somewhere between the two, holding down the table that the barmaid so kindly got you, keeping an eye out for any new information that he might be able to contribute. And Soren has stepped outside for a breath of different air, perhaps not fresher, though, in this place that smells constantly of herring and train oil, and has kept an eye on Father Udgrin, your young priest who summoned you here, who is preaching on a crate in the corner, fielding the dirty looks and occasional dirty napkins that are thrown at him, and has spotted one of the brothers, the sons of the owner of the inn, the owner of the island, the Abela's children. One of them has come out, and you've spotted something very peculiar as he heads off towards the outbuildings, that he has a pistol tucked into the back of his trousers.
Oh, I'm sorry, did you mention just now that the Herring Baron is also a son of
Yes.
the godmother? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
the godmother is the Herring Baron's mother.
Got it. So
Yes.
it's his brother who's gone missing as well.
Correct. He has 3 older brothers, Pete, Pace, and Paul, and you were told by the skipper on the way over that Paul has not been seen in a couple of weeks.
And the Baron's the youngest.
Yes.
Interesting.
That's where all the brains wound up.
Yeah, I guess so.
Does he look like he's going the direction that we came from, or toward another building?
He looks like he is headed for the... There's a series of outbuildings that you think are some combination of like storage sheds and probably the privies that are between the inn and the Amundsen family home, which is right next to the inn. So it is... In a technical sense, it is the way you came from, in that those are the house is closer to the shore than the inn is. The inn is the most the furthest on land of the 3 buildings. But it looks like he is headed that direction.
I would like to quietly blend into whatever I can blend into and follow.
Okay. I am going to need you to make a stealth check. You're going to make a stealth check. This is going to be an opposed check opposite his vigilance.
Just a handful of dice over here.
I'm using bits to add to my dice pool.
Ooh.
Use them bits.
Might as well. I'm not going to need them later, so I might as well use them on this guy. Do you have any sixes?
Yes, I have 2.
Okay. You're just trying to sort of blend in and follow him and see where he goes?
Yes, I am going into. I am slipping into my hunter tracking brain.
Great.
Trying to track him.
Right. You are able to follow him. He seems very focused on what he's doing. So if he has noticed you, he has not deemed you worthy to acknowledge or deal with. He slips kind of down this. It's not really an alley. It's wider than that. There is more space, but this sort of like odd kind of yard between where some of these buildings are. For a moment, it almost looks like maybe he's just headed to the privy, but then he legs off of that, and you see him head toward the house. And he goes up to the house, to a side door, fishes around, fishes a key out of his pocket, unlocks the door, and goes into the house.
House is not my territory. Okay. I'm going to creep up closer to the house and see if I can stay, under the windows and kind of get a sense of. I want to try to peep inside and see what he's doing.
You creep up to the house, you take a little look around, you do a couple, side leans, pop-ups at a couple of the windows. There are some lights on in the home. There are fires burning, but through the couple of windows that you're able to easily get to that don't have curtains too much in the way, you don't really see any activity in here. Clearly someone is home, but you're not seeing a lot of anything going on in the front rooms, which are the rooms that they've got some kind of lacy curtains you can kind of see through a little bit. A lot of the other rooms that are lit, you cannot access the windows, or you only know they're lit because you're getting that sliver of light around a curtain.
Okay.
So
I would like to wait here for a moment and listen and see what I can hear.
Okay.
Before I go back to the people in the inn and tell them what I've seen.
Sure. You wait for 5 minutes, maybe even as many as 10.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing particularly stands out to you.
Great.
Richard.
Yeah.
You are inside. You've been chatting with at least one of these very somber-looking fishermen, who has been telling you about how the fishing's been good, but it's gotten uneven, and some of the old-timers are starting to worry that perhaps the luck of Wrecker Isle has finally run out. As he sort of takes his last swig of his drink and gets up to leave, he kind of gives you a little pat on the back, thank you for the drink, and walks off. And before you even really have an opportunity to respond to him leaving, another man takes his place, slides into the now vacated seat. A very old, crusty, scraggly looking man, stringy hair, deep wrinkles and grooves in his face. And he is just sitting there and he's just staring at you.
Howdy, friend. Can I help you?
The sea gives, and the sea takes away. Soon it will take you away, if you're not careful. The new moon is tomorrow night. You must respect the sea, or she'll come for you. She always comes. You understand?
Yes.
You, can, absolutely, there is a cloud of booze around this man as he speaks to you. But he's just intensely staring the whole time.
I appreciate the advice. Can I buy you a meal? Perchance?
I have all that I need. You should look out for yourself. If you have friends, don't. It's a liability. You never know what the sea will request. And you wouldn't want to be getting in the way of the sea and what she wants. The new moon, remember, tomorrow night.
Do you have a name? By any chance, or?
They call me Orvar.
I appreciate the advice.
It's the young ones. They always forget to listen to their elders. Think I'm crazy. Think I'm drunk. Think I don't know what I'm talking about. But I've lived here longer than all of you. And he does like a full spin around the room. That movement, as he gets this big thing, you see catches Justine's eye, the barmaid, and you just catch that little bit of the like, oh no face as she starts kind of making her way over towards where you are sitting.
By any chance, do you know what's been happening with the sea? Is this a case of everyone forgetting to show their respects?
You are listening. You do catch on. You must respect her. You must heed her wishes. If I were you, I'd get out of here as fast as you can if you value your life and your friends. No one's going to want to be here if she changes her mind.
Have you seen her?
No, I don't get close enough for that. If she sees me, she might ask something of me.
Do you have a place that I should avoid then?
Everywhere. This whole wretched place! Right as we get another big sweeping hand motion, Justine sort of comes up with, like, the hand to catch him before he tips off the back of his... And it's like, all right, Orvar, maybe we lay off on the... And he just kind of like, I warned you. And he just, like, gets up, and without much more prompting, he just sort of, like, staggers off toward the door to leave. Justine looks at you and just, he's sort of a local character, so I hope he didn't bother you. He's, to be honest, I'm not sure if I've ever seen him sober, but he seems especially drunk tonight for his usual level.
Yeah, no, it's no problem. I enjoy meeting the real people of the area I'm in.
You're very kind. It's good of you to entertain him. He's truly harmless, just gets a little strange about things sometimes. Was he telling you about the moon?
Yeah,
the
moon, respect the sea.
I mean,
be careful.
Respecting the sea is not terrible advice. It can be extremely dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Seas, the forests, anything like that can be dangerous if you're not careful. But yeah, I'm not sure what the moon thing is about. That's a new one.
Of course, we get in our drinks. Who knows what we say?
Yeah.
I actually did have a question, if you don't mind, if you have some time.
I mean, I'm happy to stay until someone hollers for me.
Yeah, I'm here visiting a friend of mine. I know he's not exactly the most liked character around. I'm visiting a good friend of mine, Father Udgrin.
Oh, Oscar. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, bit eccentric. I've known him since childhood.
Oh, you too.
Yeah, it's a. Oh, you know him as well.
Yeah, we grew up together. I'm pretty sure he's still got a crush on me. Honestly, I think that's why he spends as much time here as he does. It's really sweet of him. But he does get he's a little worried that I'm going to descend into a life of sin and debauchery. And this is just the first. It's a job. I don't know how to explain to him any more than I already have. But
Bit eccentric.
he's always. I mean, if you know, he's always been a little serious about things.
Yeah, I mean, but he did bring up some weird points. Kind of why we're here. There was the other father that was visiting the island who unfortunately took his own life.
Father Headfist. Yeah, that was unfortunate.
To kind of help him kind of make peace with what's happened. Could you kind of let me know about what his last day was like? I know how, Oscar can get a little bit eccentric and kind of get into his yelling. I would like to hear what happened that day. Help assuage him.
I mean, I don't really remember much. He, Oscar and Father Headfist kind of, it's a lot of the same, right? They come in, they preach, they get thrown out, and nothing really stands out.
Did he get into an argument with anybody that you would remember?
I mean, possibly. He got into a lot of arguments with people. You should go ahead and make a manipulation test. And while that sounds really drastic, manipulation is simply the skill in this game that is, can you convince people to help you to do the things that you want to do?
Yeah. That is no sixes.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm going to push the roll.
You want to push the roll?
Yeah,
Push it.
And now, for the help of our viewers, and only our viewers, not me, I know obviously, but I can re-roll every dice that was not a 6.
Correct. Going to try to quickly find the rules on pushing rolls.
We have the quick one here if you want that.
Yeah.
Oh, great. I also have the quick one.
Can I swoop in and maybe help? Can you help a push
You
roll?
cannot help a pushed roll. You could have helped the original. You can't help a push.
Damn it.
So pushing a roll for this system, if you fail a skill test or if you need more successes, you can choose to push the roll. You reroll all of your dice except any 6s that you might have already had. After pushing the roll, you will suffer a condition. It will be physical if you rolled for a skill using physique or position, and it will be mental if you rolled for logic or empathy. Manipulation is an empathy skill, which our writer is very good at, if I recall. You are very empathy forward character.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in his wholesomeness, I have decided to not use much manipulation, add much manipulation.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That is
No!
no 6s.
No
Bells.
sixes.
So
Okay.
with the conditions, does it start from the left and go to the right, or is there, because it's angry, frightened, hopeless, and broken for the mental conditions, does it start at angry and move its way up the ladder?
I believe I'm trying to double check this right now. I believe that it is it is situational. It is what is appropriate to the situation. So the way that this works, conditions mean that you achieve what you wanted despite failing the test, but you must choose a physical or mental condition.
Yeah.
So
So the player chooses?
yes, so your mental conditions are angry, frightened, and hopeless. So you are trying to persuade Justine to tell you. She is clearly resistant to tell you anything, but she seems to know something. You are going to convince her to open up to you. But what effect is that going to have on you? How does it lead to
I
one of these
think
conditions?
in this moment, I mean, he realizes that, this isn't a failure that has caused pain or, this is not something that he's afraid of. He talks to people.
Yeah.
But I think in this moment, it's a very hopelessness of like, I just couldn't get it right again.
Hopelessness, why is it so hard to talk to people? I'm good at talking to people. And also maybe a little bit of this situation, like, why did they send us? Why did they reach out to us? Nothing about this seems like it has to do with what we can do. This seems like people did a people thing, and we don't. That's not our job to deal with.
Not our jurisdiction.
We're bad at people.
Not a cop.
Yes.
So I think there is that moment. So you can go ahead and make note that you have the hopeless condition.
I do have pencil.
This means that you will take one fewer die for any mental-based rolls while you have this condition.
Got it.
Um,
But resting, I believe, should.
Yes, you resting will.
Well, with the others and.
Yeah. You will have. If anyone's familiar with games that have downtime mechanics, there are opportunities to rest in order to heal from certain conditions. We'd also have a doctor in this party who can help with certain things.
Yeah.
For others, but not as much for themselves, which is
cut off
very
your leg.
fun.
That'll make
Ironically,
it less hopeless.
I'm the one who's very good at helping people with mental conditions.
Yes,
But you can't help yourself.
It is
That's
not a mechanic.
wild.
yeah. It's it really forces the party to work together.
Yeah.
So you're feeling a little bit of that desperation and this like weird, but maybe something about that is what softens. Justine, she kind of takes a look around, then she just leans in close. I have to go back to the other book with Justine's information in it. I have the rule book and then I have the module stashed back here. She kind of looks around and you see she very specifically clocks where Abela is and where one of the brothers is. You can see now that you'd seen two of them before, you can only see one of them lurking around now. He seems to be hovering near the gaming tables. Like, he's got the look of somebody who is ready to throw somebody out and he's just waiting for somebody to miss stuff so he can finally start throwing punches. But she leans in and says, about a month ago, when the vicar was here, he got into a very loud argument with Godmother Abela and the Herring Baron. It happened here in the inn, and they threw him out. And then later that night, I woke up because I could hear more shouting from outside. It sounded like the vicar and someone were getting at it again. I don't know, it's not the first time it's happened, but it's certainly the worst that I've heard. As she sort of leans in and kind of finishes this up, you suddenly hear, like, from across the room, Justine! I'm not paying you to chat! You look over, you see the godmother is, like, glaring at her. Doesn't seem to really even be acknowledging you. It's just dead on her, and she just very quickly grabs your glass, whether it is full or not. Yeah. Just, like, throws it onto her tray, gives the little wipe in front of the bar, gives you a little look, and then just, and then dips back behind the bar to refill your drink.
What'd the godmother do with the shotgun that she
Oh,
was
she's holding it.
Oh, she's holding it.
It's her emotional support shotgun.
Yeah, that's right.
She's not pointing it at anyone, but it is in that posture where she very quickly could be.
Yeah. What a nice lady.
Yeah, she's super fun and definitely nice and loves new people and visitors.
I feel like we should just all go ask her.
We should probably just ask her about her probably dead son.
Oh, you want to speed run us?
Hey, lady, what's up with your dead son?
Around this time, as these strange exchanges with Justina and with Orvar wrap up is about when Soren comes back in.
I had a request.
Yes.
If the fates are with me, can I have come back at the same time that Orvar was leaving?
Sure, I'll say you could cross paths with him as he's stumbling out.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a crusty old fisherman in a sweater that can probably stand up on its own, stumbling out of the front door right as you come back.
I will. I feel like given the way that you described him, this is Soren's first time seeing him, but he looks different than everybody else I've seen. He looks like a old,
I mean, he's
crusty.
He looks like an old crusty sailor. There are plenty of old crusty sailors here.
Okay.
So I don't know that he's necessarily that different.
Okay.
From the broad spectrum. You would probably identify a certain.
I'm on the lookout. I think Soren's already been on the lookout for Orvar because of what the folks on the boat said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out if it's rational and reasonable that I would stop him and talk to him, given that I don't actually know that it's Orvar.
Give me a luck check.
Okay. I like that. What do you want me to roll?
It's a D6 system. We'll just use a 6. 1 through 3, no idea. 4 through 6, you hear somebody call him by name as he stumbles out of the
I
door.
love that. Thank you.
Like, you hear somebody be like, "Good night, Orvar!"
3.
Nope.
Okay, there's
Nobody
an
says
old
good night
man
to him.
and he leaves. Okay.
Good night, old man.
Good night, old father. Is Father Udgrin still yelling on his soapbox?
Yes, at the moment he is still yelling on his crate. Well, he's passionately preaching. He's not so much yelling.
Okay, got it.
But yeah.
Cool.
Uh,
What's everybody else doing inside?
Based on that timing, when you come in, you would see the tail end of this exchange between Justine and Richard. So you see Richard is at the bar. He's talking to Justine, who then kind of leans in really close and says something quiet to him, gets yelled at, and then quickly grabs his drink and hustles behind the bar. Signe, I believe, is scalping people at dice still.
But with that baby innocence of, oh golly gee willikers.
Beginner's luck is so good. That's 9 games in a row.
I think they have thrown at least 1 or 2 games to avoid being literally scalped behind the building.
Oh yeah, you're smart enough to not win too much.
Yeah.
And I believe our doctor is still at the original table.
Yeah, I think
keeping an eye on
if you
things.
glance over at him, he's got a well-worn piece of paper that he's reading. It's a tri-fold piece of paper, and it seems to be a written note of some sort.
I
He's
will.
just sipping and reading.
Sipping and reading.
I will sneak up on the doctor, not on purpose,
Unintentionally.
and read over his shoulder.
Oh.
Can I?
Are we doing an opposed check here?
I will say, what is that?
Nothing. A personal note.
Okay, and sit down.
I put it into an inner pocket of like my vest or something. How was the outside? You went outside. How was it? How was the outside?
Smelly.
Yes.
Also, there's a man with a gun in his pants. Very bad idea.
What?
Yes. I look around.
What
How
kind-
close is the godmother to me?
You guys are. She's on the other side of the bar.
What kind of gun?
The same kind of gun that was used to the man. You know? He went inside the house. I don't do houses.
No.
But
Well, it's
Signe
definitely
looks busy.
something
so-
to
There's a brief ruckus at one of the gaming tables, and several people get up, start yelling at each other. Some cards are flipped, and 5 or 6 of the guys storm out.
Oh. Seems to be doing their best.
This is not the table that's
No,
this is
no,
a
no,
different
this
sorry.
is the,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was cards. I've
Yes.
right.
You're playing liar's dice over at a different table.
Well,
Do you do houses?
I've done house calls. If that,
Okay.
what do you mean, do house?
How do you-
I have one.
Yes, but so you have one. You know how to talk to people who live in big houses.
Well, if you excuse me, you are also able to do that since you're talking to me right now. And I have
Your
a
house is big.
It's a house.
I've seen your basement.
Fair enough. Yes, I suppose, if you suggest we interview this man?
I want to know why he has the gun and what he's going to do with it.
Oh, that's not generally something people ask outright. It's, people tend to get a little, defensive, feisty, violent when you ask them about their firearms. I've noticed. Houses are not. But yes, thank you for the reconnaissance.
That is all I.
No, that's wonderful. That's great. Yes, we'll tell the others that there's another pistol in our midst.
Okay.
Wonderful. Yes. What? What?
No, this is Cal laughing at this exchange between the two most awkward people on this team.
I don't know which one.
I think at this time, I think Richard can
Yeah.
return to the table like,
Yeah, you've got a fresh full.
hey.
Yes. Our huntsperson has found a gun.
Not in
The waistband of a man. A man's
not
waistband
a
gun.
good place to store a gun in your pants.
Noted.
I
Do you
know that as well.
recognize the man?
He was sitting. I think he is a brother.
He's one of the Round Brothers.
Which one was Miss Paul? Not Paul. Pete or
Pace.
Pace? Pace.
And
New York City.
this was a. I'm assuming this was a notable gun. Do we think it's the gun that may have belonged to the vicar?
Possibly, yes. I don't think the vicar owned a gun.
No, he did.
Yeah, he.
It was
Yes.
his gun. Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
a gun, a pistol gun is something that killed
yes.
the vicar, and
Yeah.
this
Man has pistol.
waistband man
Believe
had
he-
one in his
Shiny.
waistband.
Well, I
a
believe-
similar one.
Shiny pistol.
He had,
Signy, you notice that one of the brothers re-enters the building. The one is has been kind of lurking near where you are. He re-enters. He walks over to his brother. They confer. The one who just came in, whispers something to him. They get big, creepy, mischief grins.
Shit-eating green.
And they both turn and they start walking over toward the table where the rest of your group is seated.
Oh, hell's bells.
So the big, stupid, fat man
I
had
don't
a
know
gun
his.
in his back.
I don't know his intelligence, but he is robust. Yes.
As that is happening, can I as I'm I see this and I'm pick up the dice and throw them and let out a loud whistle of yeah, got that, to try and draw their
Try to
attention
get
in my
attention of
direction.
anybody's table.
And he stupidly put it
I
in
rec-
the
I
back
should-
of his.
The
What?
three at
No.
the table make observation checks to see if you notice the folks coming towards you,
Can I?
or if you pick up on Signy's.
So it's
It's your empathy.
attribute and the
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah, it's your attribute.
You're not good at observation.
That is shocking.
No, because it's under empathy.
Oh, and that would be different than vigilance.
Vigilance is my.
Everybody can add a die to their pool. If you've already rolled, you can just roll another one, add it in, because this is Signy actively trying to help you. Normally, you can only help one person at a time, but this is an active, you are trying to assist the situation from getting worse.
2 6s.
2 6s.
1 6.
1 6.
No sixes.
No 6s. You hear Signy turn and immediately clock that these guys are coming towards you, as well as kind of past them. Signy kind of giving you a little bit of the like, "Hey, look over there!" with
Big eyes.
You with one success, you definitely catch the attention. You recognize that was Signy's whistle, and you're like, "That's weird." And so you're now a little more on alert, but you maybe haven't exactly clocked why.
Did you hear that weird whistle?
Yes, Signy wants us to know that
Sorry.
the two...
Not interrupting.
And then they walk up to you, and you see these two just large, round, nearly identical thugs walk up to your table, both just kind of grinning in this slightly creepy, mischievous way. And they look at each other, and they look at you, and one of them says, "You're invited to dinner."
No, thank you.
Yes, please?
That's not it's not a request. 2 hours.
Technically,
Next door.
an invitation is a request.
To the house?
Oh, you won't be going then, yeah? And the
I
other
am
one
not-
just cracks his knuckles.
I am not feeling well, and I fear I might vomit.
Suit yourself.
I'm going to like insert myself in between the you all, and I'm going to say, we very politely and graciously accept your invitation, and as many of our party that is able to will attend. Thank you.
I don't want to.
Very good.
Shut up.
2 hours. Next door. And they both just look at you, grin, kind of look at each other, chuckle, and walk away.
Appreciate the hospitality.
I don't want to vomit on the floor.
Yeah, no, but you won't.
I don't think
Yeah.
we might not be getting dinner per se. I don't.
Think of this as an opportunity to hunt firsthand. Going
Yes.
to their
Yeah, we'll be getting a
This
chance
is
to
what
see
we
inside
do.
the house.
For the house.
This is
people.
house hunting, yes. It's like their
Okay.
den. We're entering their den.
I live in a. Never mind.
Okay.
That's the most exciting thing that happens in the next 2 hours.
We should probably
can-
stop Signy from taking all the money from these people.
Yeah.
Signy.
I do relay the information that Orvar gave us about the
yes,
new moon
moon.
and
You
the,
met Ova.
Yeah, he was a drunk man, older fella who kind of gave me the information. He said to...
What did he say exactly?
Yeah, he says the sea gives and the sea takes away. The new moon is tomorrow.
The new moon. He said the new moon.
Yeah, and to be aware of it and to show respect to the sea. And she will...
She.
Yeah, she will provide for you. If not, then she will take me away.
You specifically?
Yeah, he said that I was
Oh dear.
would die if I didn't respect the sea
Oh my
tomorrow.
God. We should maybe you should get a gift. Give the sea a gift.
Does
Sword.
any of that sound familiar to me?
Did he say to blame it on the moon?
You know, I didn't quite catch
May
that particular
I-
line, but
May I
his
roll
poem
a-
was quite
A
complex.
learning or something?
I will let you roll. I also just have to see if this is information that you would know. So this is me. This is not me ignoring your question. This is me looking up if I have an answer
no.
to the question.
Take your time. Take your time.
So
Have you ever had any dealings with the moon previously? You ever
Not to my
spoken to
knowledge.
it, or it's spoken to you, or
Not to the moon specifically.
No?
Were those
no,
all the
I-
words that he said? That the new moon is coming. That you
respect
should
the sea.
respect the sea, respect her.
And the sea gives and the sea takes away.
And the sea takes away.
I think the Harry
And that she
were
would take
out.
me if I did not show her the proper respect.
The sea gives and the sea takes
the
away.
only thing that I will add is that he pretty explicitly said you should leave. You and your friends should leave.
He also said that making friends is a bad idea, and that we should just go. if we want to leave with our lives.
Well, I do want that, but I don't think it's quite in the cards for us, is it?
I fear that we would just get harassed by our benefactor otherwise.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for this. The thing that, I mean, the sea gives, the sea takes away, respect the sea, rings true with just a lot of the general, like, nature is powerful and scary, and you need to be careful about nature because it will kill you otherwise if you're not paying attention. The thing about, the other thing that catches your ear a little bit is really just, as someone who coexists a lot more with nature than these city folks, you are familiar with the moon and its cycles and how that is linked to the natural world, but also how it can be linked to rituals. There are Vaesen that seem to come and go with the cycles of the moon, but not all of them, you know, those kinds of things. You also know that the moon and the tides are directly correlated. So knowing that there's a new moon tomorrow and that the tides and the currents have been maybe kind of weird of late is a very interesting combination of information.
I mean, this might be me jumping to conclusions, but perhaps this new moon will be the appearance of the reason we're actually here.
New moons are times to make contracts. Full moons are when the contract comes into its fullness. But I don't. Some Vaesen are beholden to the moon and some are not. So I don't know. But the moon and the tides, they work together.
In any case, I think maybe, Richard, if you found some gift to the sea so that you don't die?
I mean, I would rather know what it would want exactly before I give it any old gift, because sometimes I feel like that doesn't work from what we've been hearing.
You're fair. I'm just, I'm afraid for your safety.
Yeah, me too.
I wonder if the vicar was the gift.
And if he wasn't accepted.
Yes.
And neither was the third brother? Fourth brother?
Perhaps.
I mean, Paul never came back, though.
Right.
But
That
the
brother, yes.
herring is, the herring is
Harry's
still not great.
Also rejected. Oh, are you the third gift? Oh.
I really hope not. We should probably get
I do too, yes.
Siggy and
Signe!
You wrap up your round. There's a couple people who are kind of pissed at you because they lost a lot to you, but also there's several of these crusty folks who seem to respect your hustle. So, like there is there is one other sailor at this table who is clearly like femme, but not femmed up in any way, who has absolutely clocked that you are like sleight of handing dice and has said nothing, but just kind of gives you the look and the nod as you go. You're like, oh, you or me like 4 years ago, huh? Like there's a little bit of the like game recognizes game, but she does not say anything to you. She just grabs the dice as you go to leave and starts setting up a new game as you step away from the table.
Yeah, I'll
rejoin.
Tip her a little wink and maybe leave something small near her as I walk away.
Sure. You return to the group. Unless you're, no, I'm not even gonna make the offer. You kill 2 hours in the bar.
Been tipping nice for Justine.
Yeah, Justine rolls by every so often to refill drinks if desired, but she does kind of skirt warily. She kind of hugs more the side of the table that Victor is on, so that it doesn't visibly look like she's going back to talk to Richard after she kind of got caught by Godmother Abela. About 2 hours past, it's about 8 p.m. or so. It has definitely fallen dark outside. Thankfully, at the very least, it has cooled off, which is helping to mitigate a little bit of the overpowering smells of oil and herring that permeate this part of the isle, and you're getting a little bit more of that salt sea breeze to cut through it.
I've tried getting a word game started, but nobody seems to care.
Yeah.
Soren will try.
Every time it comes up,
Rich just
Sydney
every
just kind
time.
of leans so that their shoulder is blocking and like chatting with the others.
Soren will definitely engage with that, especially if it's rhyming.
Yes. Yes.
And after 2 hours of this, it is time for dinner. Who is going?
Word.
Who's going to dinner?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be going.
We filled you in.
So, and I'm gonna kind of like look around. Do we think that all of us want to go in by the front door?
No.
I don't think all of us want to go.
Oh no, it's walking directly into the wolf's den, but a different, maybe an opportunity if they're focused on hosting for someone to go in through a window and do some spying around
Yes,
upstairs.
I think that's appropriate for you. For you. For you?
For me, or for
It all depends on if they know that you are with us. Because if they do, they will.
well, they do now since
Well-
you all yelled my name and hauled me over here.
They will ask where you are if you're missing. That
Are-
is all I am saying.
Are they still, like, is
Sorry,
Mom still
yelling
there?
at you. I'm annoyed that someone broke my cover.
The godmother has been just perched on her barrel the whole time, and the brothers have now joined a card game.
So, they did see
They are everyone is
They're
very aware
Sydney
now.
walk in with us.
You all walked in together in the first place.
Yeah,
you
but
did
it-
not
but it-
spread yourselves out in a way to indicate that you were not together. You all were seated at a table together when you first came in.
Yeah,
they
true.
know you all came in together.
But it was very busy, and I was hoping I could slide under the cover of that. But not anymore, so that is not worth discussing.
No, everybody knows that you came in as a group.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think if we're all gonna go to dinner, we should maybe be prepared for anything. Soren, if you get a chance outside, would you happen to have any weapons that we can take in with us? I don't know if the gun would be the most tactful, but
But it's my gun.
well, I mean to say maybe if there's something that we can be a little bit more discreet with, like a knife, by any chance.
Sydney will shift a little bit, and using their body to block it from the rest of the room,
Yeah.
will like pull their vest aside, and you'll see a fairly decent hunting knife.
Yeah, that's about what I'm thinking. If there's another extra hunting knife, something that I can arm myself with, maybe even the doctor. I don't know how.
I
Did you-
have scissors
That's about all I want him
in
handling.
my bag. I have scissors in my bag.
It's better than nothing.
They're sharp.
Can you hit?
With scissors?
I've been.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I've been known to get into a few scraps in my day. I can take care of myself.
I think your fists are going to be the best weapon. Or a table knife.
Yeah,
Those are-
noted.
That's
They have
Generally,
knives on
yeah.
tables, yes. Can I have filled my flask with what's the strongest spirit they have here?
Yeah, Justine will fill your flask with aquavit.
Done.
Great.
Soren will very suddenly stand up and walk out of the door and look back to see if you are coming.
Yep, right behind you.
Sydney's pretty close.
We will be late.
Oh, you are coming. You'll be going into the house?
I would like to look at the things in the house, yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Even if I vomit on the floor, they have said that is okay. So,
So everybody's going to the house. Is everybody just going to go to the front door, or are we doing a shenanigan?
I think one is doing a shenan.
I mean, it has been pointed out, and it's not incorrect, that if I'm not there, there's going to be questions. So we'll stick to front door. I guess.
Perhaps you can use the restroom during dinner.
the restroom is outside.
Exactly.
Maybe you can
Yes.
ask to look at their home.
As you are having this awkward conversation and walking up to the front door, the door just not like as you are walking up to the front, the door just opens, and
No.
you see a a housemaid, a woman in a housemaid's uniform, kind of standing there, ready to like receive you. Goes, oh yes, just on time. Right this way.
You're so chipper.
What?
Huh?
That's just my voice.
Hello, thank you.
Hello.
Who are you?
You.
My name is Laura. I am the maid here. I am here to show you to
did
the
you
dining
make?
room.
What did you make?
We're wondering what
The
is
maid?
for dinner.
Make.
Maid, the maid. I work here. I clean the house.
Oh.
Ah,
She gives you all a once over. She definitely clocks that you've got a big old gun, and just kind of like looks at you, and then just turns right this way. For you to follow. This is a beautiful 2-story building made of wood. Everything in here is beautiful. Like it is fine luxury, big kind of plush rugs, beautiful paintings on the walls, polished wood, finely made furniture. Clearly all of this stuff was expensive and imported to this place.
Do they have any taste? Like it can be high quality and it can be like nice, but
It's pretty well actually decorated.
Okay.
Like somebody put this together with thought and care. It may not be like you would probably look and be like, I don't know that I would have gone with that painting, but like there is clearly a theme, and I will say that every painting and every kind of motif that crops up does seem to be related to the ocean. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of seascapes in the paintings.
we're not doing Adobe Arizona turquoise kind of a thing.
No.
Okay.
No, it is all very on point and kind of nothing is unexpected other than how nice it is.
Yeah.
Given how kind of rough and isolated everything else has been and seemed. Laura brings you into a beautifully appointed dining room, big wood table. It's all shined and glossed up. There are candelabras and a like centerpiece of fresh flowers and seaweed.
What?
That has been very intricately placed and whatever. There are place settings set out for the 4 of you, and standing behind a chair at the head of the table is a man who can only be the Herring Baron. He's about 6'5". He has a full head of dark hair that is perfectly coiffed back. He's wearing a very elegant, like burgundy dinner jacket, and nice trousers. He is got a thick mustache that is like perfectly coiffed, and he's standing there. He is a very large man, but not in the round way of his brothers. In a this would also be a scary man to run into in a dark alley because he would be solid if you slammed into him.
It'd be like hitting a wall.
Way. Brick house might be a good descriptor.
Mighty.
He's standing there with just a little bit of a smile. The other thing that you notice as you walk into this room is you are all slammed in the face with a new wave of way too much scent. It is just the most cloyingly floral scent. You can taste the potpourri in how intense this scent is as you walk into this room. But this fellow's in here, and he sort of like waves a hand to all of you. Hello, welcome. I am Zacharias Amundsen. Thank you for accepting my invitation. We don't get many visitors here to the island. Please, sit down.
I could not accept because it was not an invitation.
We graciously accept your invitation. Thank you.
I'm my brothers are not particularly good at nuance sometimes. I think I impressed upon them that I was most keen to meet all of you, and they may have taken that with a little more aggression than was intended.
No offense.
Understandable. What
taken.
happens.
Yes,
Yeah, we appreciate it. I'll take a seat.
we feel very welcomed.
I look at Lauren. Where do you sit?
Laura looks, and I will be serving the food, and disappears.
It's her job to
But she has
help.
to sit.
No, she doesn't. No,
She works here. That
I
would
don't
be
understand.
it's her job.
that would be like asking Justine
Yeah.
to sit while she's working.
We can explain a little later.
The barmaid wouldn't sit.
It's different in towns.
Are we to address you as the Baron, or how do you prefer to be regarded?
We're all friends here. Zacharias is perfectly acceptable.
Dr. Victor Coriander?
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to my home.
Sydney Crab.
Richard Douglas, nice to meet you.
Ah, wonderful. Well, please have a seat. I hope you didn't fill up too much on that tavern food. I keep insisting that Mother should hire a better cook, but she doesn't want to go to the expense. I, however, keep my own cook here who has a slightly better skill. You see he makes an he kind of glances around, looks like he's debating whether he's gonna go pull out chairs for the potentially more femme presenting individuals, and then decides not worth the risk since he's not sure, and so he just seats himself with a little flip of his jacket, sits down and rings a little wooden bell.
No, I thought the fare was quite agreeable. We had quite worse during the war. So, yes.
Understandable. Well, hopefully you will find my humble offerings equally sufficient. Laura comes in with a massive tray that is a beautifully plated, grilled fish, clearly done with care and skill, that's surrounded by, roasted vegetables.
Oh, my goodness.
This looks and smells significantly better than anything that was going on in the tavern, except for the part where everything is slightly ruined by how aggressively floral this room is.
Yeah, how is that sitting with Soren?
You want to make me your physique check? See how you're how you're doing?
Yep.
Since we've now established this is a thing.
1-6.
You're not you're not great, but you're holding it together. It's deeply unpleasant, but it's not quite as sickening as the train oil situation was. Also, the fact that it's cooled down, temperature-wise, is helping deal with a lot of this. But boy, howdy, is it just bizarre how floral it is in here, and especially because there aren't really there's flowers in the centerpieces, but it's not like there's flowers anywhere on this island other the only things you have seen that are not seagrass vegetation are these clearly imported hothouse flowers in the centerpiece. Hothouse flowers would not be this strong. So it's pretty weird.
We've heard that he wears a metric ton of perfume.
You have heard that he that he bathes in perfume, so you're pretty sure this is his cologne.
His name was Zacharias?
Zacharias, yes.
Zacharias, thank you for, again, inviting us.
Of course.
In. I would imagine you are curious about why, for strangers,
I am, in fact. I thought we might all get to know each other over a good meal.
well,
This is a beautiful fish.
yes.
Isn't it? It's was the finest catch of the day.
And the flowers
Harry get that big?
They do around here. Oh no, if I was gonna say if toothpaste were a common occurrence in this time period, he would be a Colgate.
I'm a Colgate man.
No, I mean, but he really has that that he is everything charming, handsome, hospitable in a way that is almost borderline off-putting.
Right.
Oh no, it is oily.
Just like the fish.
May I compliment your success?
Thank you.
From what I've been told, you and your family started from fishermen.
We have worked very hard to build up our business, not only for the sake of the family, but for the betterment of the whole archipelago.
Does that sound like a canned line?
A little bit. I mean, it seems to be the sentiment of we have worked hard does seem to be genuine. The idea of it being for the good of the archipelago, questionable based on just the stories you have heard.
Sure.
And do you find that the town here is benefiting from your business?
Well, I would hope so. I mean, we've 30 years ago when my parents first came here, the fishing was hard wrought. There was little to catch. Came and went with, well, the tides, and everything was hard scrabble, hard fought, and I am truly blessed that we no longer have to fight so hard to sustain either our family, nor do the other men who fish this archipelago. We have created a booming business that will support everyone for years to come.
And quite out of the way from...
Well, you can't fish in the same channels as everyone else. You would deplete the resources and...
able to do things your way without outside influences.
Precisely.
Yes.
How old does he look?
Mid-30s.
Nosferatu.
Mid-30s.
So he would have been quite young when his parents first came.
Let me double check.
Like
that,
under
actually.
10 years old when they came here.
Sorry, he's early 40s.
Okay.
But yeah.
Still pretty young, but not like surprisingly. I mean, Nordic world is
Old
surprising,
enough to have remembered the time before the herring boom, certainly. Maybe it may have been like a child or a teen when things picked up, you know, probably a teen.
Yeah.
When the sort of boom began. Also, just thinking about the fact that he is the one who, like, his mother owns the island. He owns the business.
Yeah.
Owns and runs the business. So that clearly would have started early.
Yeah.
I'm quite curious about your story. Have there been other fisheries that have attempted to?
Well, certainly not around here. You wouldn't want to compete with the most successful business in town. That would be a fool's errand, don't you think?
No other fisheries have tried to encroach on your territory, as it were?
Well, maybe a few in the early days, but they learned quickly that was a bad idea.
That's very interesting.
Why, are you thinking of getting into the fishing business?
No, I wouldn't want to. Your family is very intimidating.
Yes, we've heard that once or twice.
Your mother carries a shotgun.
Yes, she's very attached to it. She took that up after my father passed away. I think it brings her a sense of comfort and support.
And also scares away other fisheries.
Possibly.
Can I make a check to see if there's any, like, nuance to that?
Oh, sure, go ahead and make an observation test.
Yeah. I rolled 4 3s and 1 6.
He's absolutely lying about something. This seems very polished and very pre-canned. There is a lot of this that is just straight out of the, like, here are the things that you're supposed to say to sound like a normal person who is not scary or performing a shakedown.
Make a meaningful look at Richard.
Yeah. Gotta say, I'm like really impressed with what you got going on out here. Like, what's your secret? To turn the tides from what was a failing fishing business to this success story is quite fantastic.
Well, you know, with a lot of hard work and determination, you can make anything of yourself. And, sometimes there's just a little bit of luck involved.
I mean, that's some impressive luck, I gotta say.
Well, it's all about being ready for the luck, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if the luck doesn't come to you, you can always make your own.
Oh my god, I wish I knew how.
I gotta say, I gotta say, it's just, again, are you trying to, are you looking to expand out of these waters, or?
Well, I mean, we wouldn't want to be getting too greedy now. We've had a really good thing for 30 years. We've lasted and sustained much longer than some of the fishing channels have. Our supply of herring seems to be in constant abundance, and
that's
wouldn't
not
want
what
to tempt
heard.
fate.
I haven't. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, please, no. If you've have you heard otherwise?
We just spoke to some of the fishermen. They seem to be worried.
Worried? I don't know why they would be worried. Oh, is it that old man stirring up rumors again? And sometimes he gets off on his thing about being...
The moon?
The moon?
I'd like to check if he has any...
He seems a little surprised by that.
Oh, okay.
It's that slight like for just almost a second you see the flash in the eyes where the mask almost drops, but he recovers very quickly. He's like, the moon? I mean, he's always saying all kinds of crazy things about the fish and the tides. He's lived out on Graveyard Isle since I think even before my parents came here. Who knows? And I mean, I don't know if you've had the misfortune of meeting him, but he's a little bit of a, if you know what I mean.
He's a drunk. He's an alcoholic.
Yes, he's an alcoholic.
Yes, right.
Raging alcoholic. I'm surprised anyone lets him get in a boat anymore. I would be too afraid of him tipping over the side and drowning.
You know how some people are.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, it's been 20, 30 years of success now? Or I guess less than that, but I mean, is there any ebb and flow in the business? Pardon the pun.
Very good, very good. It's a difficult business, the fishing business, and as I've said, we've been exceedingly fortunate that our fortunes haven't really fluctuated all that much over the years. I try not to take such things lightly, the fickle ways of Mother Nature and all that, but I think that if it's not broken, there's no need to fix it.
Well, I've heard the sea gives and also takes away.
That it does. It's very true. Sage words to remember. The sea can be a great provider, but she can also be an extremely harsh mistress and quite demanding.
What does the sea ask of you?
What does it ask of any of us? Respect and tribute when appropriate.
Oh, what sort of tribute do you give to the sea? I'm from inland. I have very little experience with the ocean.
It is important to only take what is given, and not more than one needs to take, don't you think?
Well, of course, you don't want to harvest everything all at once.
Precisely. Everything must be in its place and time. Now, please. Eat.
Oh, yeah, no, Siggy's been eating while everyone else has been talking.
I just have to ask. Will your family be joining us by any chance?
Well, I had invited them, but I think Mother is probably breaking up fights. This is around the time of the evening that the boys start getting a bit lewd around the barmaid, and she sometimes has to use her shotgun to persuade them to make better choices.
Do we hear a shotgun?
No, you do in fact hear a shotgun go off in the distance. He goes, right on time.
Does not the preacher in your streets bring balance to your people?
Oh, he's, we think of him as another local character.
Shame what happened to the other priest from what we
Quite a
heard.
shame. Yeah.
Oh, yes, a nasty business that. We hate to have to tell a family that someone's not coming home, but as I said, the sea, it's a very dangerous place.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine, especially from what I've heard, we're only travelers, but that he had quite an effect around this place.
If that effect was causing bar fights and yelling at my mother, then you could say that. And sometimes myself. I generally try to avoid him. I don't particularly care for conflict.
Oh.
Why is it that you chose to travel here again? I don't get the impression that you all are connoisseurs of the herring industry.
I mean, I'm a lover of stories, and I heard there were some pretty good stories out this way. Kind of seeing the ocean.
Stories.
Well, I mean, if you're really looking for stories, I would go find the inn in Filbaka and ask them to give you directions up the northern part of the coast. I hear there's a great many interesting stories about the sea caves up that way.
We heard a wonderful story about,
Well, I was going to say, this story here is quite fascinating. I'm fascinated by
Which
it.
story would that be?
Self-made man, creates a business, provides for his family, provides
Flattery
for
is
this...
very kind, but is
city?
unnecessary. Are you a reporter?
No, I'm a book writer, actually. I'm always looking for that next bit of inspiration.
That was almost a swear word.
novelist. No.
I don't know if you ever get any writers around here. I feel like...
No, we don't, in fact.
Yeah, and, upon hearing about your guys' story, I'm quite excited. My crew here, we kind of travel around. I can't quite travel myself around these parts safely. I don't really know the land.
So they're your bodyguards?
Soren will put their hand on the gun.
Bodyguard, guide, confidant, and friend.
Traveling companions. It's
Yeah,
dangerous to
doctor
travel,
who, quite
When
quite skilled doctor.
When I heard of Richard's plans, I asked to tag along to see if there were any those in need of medical attention. It seems you're quite remote.
We are in fact, but again, there's a great deal of real estate available in Filbaka if you're looking to settle down.
No.
And perhaps you'll find it's time to continue on.
Why are we here?
As I said, I wish to get to know you. Why are you here?
I'm with him.
I'm, mulling in my head a new story, I've been trying to add some flavor to things. I always feel spicing it up with a little bit of intrigue and a little bit of fantasy always makes things a little bit excited.
No, you think a story about a self-made man on the coast of the Isles is what your readers' taste runs to?
Well, that and sea monsters.
Sea monsters. Ah, you're one of those novelists.
Guilty. I have here, and I pull out a story.
Yeah, pull out one of your little paperbacks.
Yeah. Again, I think for this one, let's go with Wyatt Earp hunting a man through the mountains for 3 days and came across something in the trees that wasn't quite normal, and he had to gun it down with a silver bullet.
If you hand it to the herring baron, he will kind of take it. He sort of flips through. Go ahead and give me an observation check on him again.
Yeah.
I would also like to say that I have been vigilantly keeping an eye out for symbols, anything weird, anything that screams Vaesen to me.
Sure.
That is 1-6.
Yay.
1-6. The smile's still on his face, but you can see as this conversation has gone on and as he's kind of looking at his book that, the eyes are getting darker. And when I say that, I mean that in the metaphoric way of, the jovial twinkle has left them, but I also mean literally. His pupils, as you're staring, you realize that there's basically no iris to his eye. His pupils are huge. If there is an iris, it is so, dark that it is almost black, and it's, there's something about the personality that you don't notice it right away, but now that you're looking at him as he's flipping through this book, it's weirdly unsettling.
Can I make a medicine check to see if he's high on drugs?
Yes, sure.
Of all the times to not have a flashbang.
One success. out of 7.
If you need more D6s, you can
No,
roll.
I'm fine.
Once he says, you don't think he's on drugs. You think that's just his face.
Oof.
Too much herring. Or he's a Vaesen.
He finishes looking at this book and then just sort of like, very politely just like snaps it shut and kind of sets it back on the table. Huh. Entertaining.
Yeah. I don't know if you have any stories that you would like to. I'm sure someone as well traveled as yourself, someone who I'm sure a wonderful businessman like yourself would have.
Well, there's
of fun.
a story that my mother used to always tell us when we were children that you might find very fascinating. It's a story about a little boy who wouldn't stop asking questions.
As he says that, I'm going to stand up and walk around the room. I'm just gonna walk around the room.
He clocks that you stand up, but then just kind of looks at the rest of you. He goes, I imagine all of your mothers probably told you a similar story. Little boy who asks too many questions, and then one day he gets all of the answers and he wishes he hadn't. The moral, as she has told me, is that it's very important to mind your own business.
I didn't have a mother.
I don't remember.
Still
mine.
walking around the room.
Well, maybe that explains how you all got this far. And didn't think that maybe it was, time to mind your own business.
If I didn't know any better, it would feel as if you were threatening us.
Would you like me to threaten you more explicitly? Because I'm certainly happy to. I think you all should leave.
You invited us.
Oh, please finish dinner. And if you haven't secured rooms at the inn, I'll send one of my brothers over to make sure things are comfortable. And then, in the morning, when the boats go out, so can you.
And if we don't?
I'm not going to make you leave. Consider it a strong suggestion from your new friend, Zacharias.
But we are not friends.
Yes, I don't.
That's unfortunate. I was really hoping we could end this evening as friends.
What is friends again?
I would rather have friends than enemies.
See?
I think somebody who has best interest.
We can all get along.
You know, I was actually curious before we leave.
Curiosity.
Asking more questions here. Yes, I
You know what they say about
Yes,
curiosity.
yes.
Cats.
I've survived worse.
The war?
Yes.
Ooh.
Well, please enjoy your
No,
dinner.
What do you know of Whale Island?
It's another island in the archipelago. Quite a bit bigger, a little more green. Not as good at fishing.
Do you know the best way to get there?
By boat, first thing in the morning. He pushes his chair back from the table, stands up, all 6'5" of him, smiles very, very false warmly, and says, Laura will bring out dessert whenever you're ready. You can just ring the bell. He takes this little wooden bell that's been sitting by the table and kind of like places it in the center where you can reach it. And now, good night.
Appreciate
He
the.
turns on heel and just like walks out of the room, leaving you all here. Without even ringing the bell, you do kind of hear that rustling of, you think Laura's probably like right outside the door, hovering, waiting for.
Soren spits on the floor.
I still am taking
As
the
he
dessert.
leaves.
Yeah, no, I think
yeah.
we should. Yes, we're
Maybe
entitled
to go.
And hasn't eaten anything.
Oh.
Anyone who wishes to finish their food can. The dessert is like a baked kind of like sticky bun situation with like a lingonberry jam.
I have been too
Sort
poor
of
for
thing.
too long to turn down free food.
Oh yeah, you're like stuffing vegetables in your pockets.
Yeah. There is definitely squirreling going on here.
Like any good
Slowly.
military man, I eat when I can.
Yep.
And sleep when I can.
Maybe one of the napkins disappears wrapped around a piece of fish.
But you finish this up. Laura starts kind of hovering. She's, very polite, not getting in your faces, but is definitely like, has clearly been told to like
Push us out.
be there and make sure that when you're done that you go.
Where do you stay?
I have quarters upstairs.
In the house?
Yes. The master doesn't like his house servants. What does he always say? Mingling with the riffraff.
Yeah.
He doesn't think it's brings a good energy to the house.
Does he always smell like that?
Yes.
What is it?
It's some imported cologne that he gets. He has it made specially in Christiana and brought in here.
It's terrible.
I mean, the master can do as he likes in his own home.
Have you gotten used to it?
At a certain point, you just don't notice anymore.
Oh, you poor
because you sort of can't smell anything.
Right. Oh.
It's fine. The work here is better than it would be many other places. That's why many of us come here. I don't know if you've met Justine. She works in the bar. She told me once that she wants to travel and see the world, but she needs to find a better way of making money. And tips at a bar are certainly going to be better than becoming a school teacher or something like that. The master is very generous with his.
He is?
Yes.
That's wonderful. Great.
Well, have a good night.
Yeah, she shows you all out.
I do have.
If you're gonna try something, say it now. Because we're about to go to break.
Fine. It's fine. Never mind.
She shows you out the door. It closes with a click of finality behind you, and you all let out breaths that you maybe didn't realize you were holding, both because of the smell and also because of the not-so-veiled threats that you have received.
Never thought fish would smell so good.
Sack thing in my head.
Yeah, suddenly the aroma of fish and train oil is oddly welcoming as you step out into the cool night air with a little bit of information and a lot more questions. And that is where we are going to take our break. Stick around, we will be back very, very shortly. See you momentarily. Hello, friends and foes, fays and fiends, and welcome back to Quest and Chaos. We are playing Vaesen. We are doing the module The Silver of the Sea, and our Thursday's children have just left a very discomforting dinner party with the Herring Baron, Zacharias Amundsen, who does not seem thrilled at their presence on his island and is definitely a sketchy, sketchy guy. Thank you, Lysiel and Joy, for the raid earlier on in the night. I am trying not to break story flow, but I will shout out when we have these little break moments. And thank you all who are sticking around and watching. You have all left this house. It is 9:30, 10 p.m. The bar is still bar. People are still drinking, but this is a fishing industry. Everybody has to get up at or before the crack of dawn. So many people have made their way. You see that a lot of sailors, it looks like, have headed down and are probably sleeping on their boats. One less step in the morning to get out onto the water if you're already on your boat. I have to find the thing. There does seem to be some sort of possible fight happening out front of the inn. There's a lot of yelling and shoving happening.
I'd go check that out.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not our boy getting beat.
As you walk in, it's absolutely your boy.
Oh no!
It's absolutely your boy. Yes, Father Udgrin is on the floor, and he is getting, he is doing his darndest to get into the face of this very burly fisherman who it would be very comical if you weren't actively worried for his safety, because this guy is just twice as wide as he is. The thing that is stopping them from getting fully into it is the fact is two things. One, it is that Godmother Abela has walked to the doorway and is standing with shotgun pointed, yelling at everybody to get gone. And you see that Justine has inserted herself between Father Udgren and this man and is very placatingly just kind of giving everybody a like, all right, we don't need to do this here and now. Why don't everybody just walk away. Just walk away. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing happened, and you can hear Father Udgren saying, I will not allow such insults to stand. And this looming man is just like, I wasn't talking to you.
I'm going to jump in there and
Oh, God.
insert myself with her and trying to drag him away.
Yeah, if you do it, she will sort of do the kind of like hand off a little bit where she will kind of let you take him and she will turn back to the other guy. She turns around to the other guy and just slaps the shit out of him and walks back into the bar. You see Godmother Abela, those of you who are watching, Godmother Abela is keeping the shotgun on the big guy.
Oh.
She's like, just go. Just go. Your boat's that way. Go. And he just like glares at Father Udgren as he's sort of being like pushed a few steps away by the doctor and like, let's be over here. And he finally
not
just
that one tonight,
grunts.
Father.
He grunts, this man grunts, he spits, and he starts stalking off down toward the harbor.
Not worth saving tonight.
It's like, if you had heard the things that he was saying to her, then you would have intervened too. It's not the sort of thing any polite man should say in the company of a young lady.
But also not worth your life. One of your cloth has already fallen. I think perhaps a deep breath and maybe a night's sleep.
Perhaps you're right. I will, go find lodgings elsewhere, I think.
It's good, yes. Good plan. Huh.
You see he, in a much more roundabout way, sort of, he like stops, he like looks back at the inn, like almost like he's thinking about going back inside, but you all are standing there and his little remaining pride wins out and he takes a much more roundabout way, kind of toward the further end of the docks where the sloop that you had hired originally docked in at.
Is the godmother still there?
She is still in the doorway. She has still got her shotgun trained on the guy who she told to walk away.
I'm gonna walk up and give a slight bow. And I'm going to just say thank you, and I'm going to go to my room.
Yeah, she just kind of like she gives you kind of a glance, but she is clearly focused on keeping her sight in case she needs to pull that trigger.
Well, I mean, that means a lot to have trained it on the dude instead of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does appear that no one seemed thrilled with the father, but the dude seemed like he was being the bigger problem. Mm-hmm. You're guessing maybe he started it. Mm-hmm. Whatever it was. You've got a pretty good idea of what probably went down there.
Yeah.
You can make your way up into the inn. You have 2 rooms on the 2nd floor if you want to duck in there to confab about your plans for the evening. Otherwise, we will just go around and you will tell me what you are doing tonight.
Does anyone need any help with anything? I was planning on going to bed, but you seem to have lost a sparkle in your eye.
Yeah, I think I might just need some rest tonight, and tomorrow will be a new day where I hopefully don't die.
Any help to you in your nighttime activities that I am sure I have no idea about?
Oh, not the slightest idea. No. I mean, probably not. I'm gonna wait a few hours when it's darkest and most people are asleep. Hopefully, everyone is asleep. Get a look at the big house, possibly inside the big house.
If you need any tools from my doctor's bag, then you're welcome to borrow anything that you may need. I don't know.
Well, let me have a look.
I open up my doctor's bag.
And Sydney promptly turns it upside down.
Where are you doing this? Did you go up to one of the rooms?
on a bed.
Okay.
One of the rooms on the bed.
Just checking. If you're doing it in the middle of the inn, that's fine, but you're going to get different responses.
No, I also don't want to break anything. So, the softer surface of a bed is the thing. Is the place for that.
So I don't know if you need a scalpel or, I don't know, forceps or
Kind of like sorting through.
some bandages.
I have no idea how to use most of this.
Yeah, well, this is...
The thing you're most familiar with is probably the scalpel, because it's just a tiny knife, and the bottle of opiates.
Ooh.
No, I don't think you'd need those to break into it. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. Yes. If you... I don't know thievery things, but if anything's a use for you, then...
I'm just enjoying watching him slowly unravel.
Great. Do you take anything?
No, there's no, I don't think there's anything in here that
You pop through, you make a great show of looking at some stuff, and then you leave it all, and...
I do have a glass cutter and a full cat's... No, sorry.
Soren, what are you doing?
Reading the book.
Reading the book.
Did Zacharias touch anything metal while we were there?
He did not actually eat while you were there, so he never touched any of the cutlery.
Okay.
You didn't get a good look at what his cutlery was. Yours was metal. You did know that bell that he was ringing was wooden. So that you can recall, no.
The mermaid lives in a place at the bottom of the sea along with her serving spirits, the humans under her spell and her sea children, often a mix of human and Vaesen. From time to time, a fisherman might catch a sea child in his net and raise it as his own. Sea children often become very skilled and successful fishermen, and seem to have had a mysterious affinity with the sea that others lack. They live out their lives as normal people, but always gaze longingly at the sea. Sooner or later, the day arrives when they tell their adoptive parents that their mother is calling them. They are then rowed out to sea, where they jump in and disappear among the waves. The mermaid will leave a vessel alone if the seafarers throw offerings into the water, but the gifts must be important to those who offer them. The mermaid can sense whether it is a true sacrifice. Some mermaids require human sacrifices. Those who throw the wrong things into the sea may have their ship attacked by a giant sea monster summoned from the deep.
So you think we're dealing with mermaids? Or a mermaid?
Or a sea child.
To which I think this is more above board. Did he bear the same resemblance that the brothers do to their mother?
No. These everybody else in the Amazon family is short, is much more round in the face, round in the body, and much softer in their features. This man is like chiseled marble, tall, muscular. Very sharply defined features, and then those strange eyes. To be fair, you have not seen... You have heard the father Benjamin be referred to, but you have not, you don't really know anything about him. But based on what you've caught of everybody else, this guy absolutely bears no familial resemblance that you've caught.
And what of the metal?
The mermaid dreads metal. Those under her spell can regain control of themselves if their bare skin touches steel. If he was under some spell or something, he could break it.
I suppose it depends on whether he's under a spell or he's one of the sea children. Although if sea children abhor metal as much as the merfolk do.
But did you see those eyes?
No.
Yes.
His eyes were, not standard.
I will go.
Very not human if I'm not the doctor, but
And I'm no optometrist, but he had no white,
Irises.
just all pupil.
I will see if I can find the place where the offerings are.
You don't just throw it in and just
I
toss it in, say thank you, and then leave.
That is a question, whether it's an actual ritual spot or if it's once in a while they go out in their boats and offer it.
I almost wonder if we should talk to the man on Graveyard Island. The what was his name? Ulfar?
Orvar.
Yes. He may have more information for us.
There is not time.
yeah. Also, he wasn't the most, how to put this respectfully, coherent.
Straightforward.
Sober.
There we go.
Regardless of his sobriety, he gave us important information. The new moon is when they make the sacrifice. And it must be something that the person who is sacrificing cares about.
Did he sacrifice his brother?
Depends on whether or not he cares about him.
Clearly,
I think he does.
Or did he have his adopted family sacrifice his brother?
Mm-hmm.
I think if someone else sacrificed his brother, then the offering might have worked better than it seems it did.
So somebody has to sacrifice something that's meaningful to another person, not themselves?
No, to themselves.
Okay, yes, okay.
Yes. But I suppose you could get around that by asking someone else to sacrifice something that is close to them.
Do we know how their dad died?
No, you don't.
I was wondering about that. I didn't feel it politic to ask.
I think we need to hear more gossip, and I think I will try to find more about where they might go for this sacrifice.
Perhaps it's
Humans.
Whale Island.
Humans tend to do things the same way.
Mm.
They don't change things. Not frequently. They find what is working and they do it.
As he said, if it isn't broken,
Don't fix it.
don't fix it.
I think we need to know what happened to the father. I think we need to know what rumors there are about him. And perhaps
What happened to the brother?
We don't have time.
No, we don't.
We have to leave tomorrow morning.
Well,
This is a small island.
yes, but he didn't say that he would force us to leave.
No, he didn't say it very loudly.
Well, I think he was insinuating his brothers will be forcing us to leave.
Oh.
Grab his mother.
For the metal,
Either of them.
does it specify the kind of metal?
for anyone under the spell of the mermaid, it is steel. But it is notably not expansive on the subject of sea children.
Mm.
I think perhaps if he is a sea child, he is doing his mother's bidding.
Which one?
Yeah.
Not the godmother. I think she is the godmother.
Oh.
She's also been holding that scattergun.
Yes, and
Oh, is it steel?
the mermaid, she lives in a palace at the bottom of the sea, not among humans.
Yeah.
I do wonder though, if he is a sea child and his mother is blessing his endeavors here, why are things starting to go wrong?
Perhaps she wants him home. And he has ignored it.
Maybe. Maybe he likes it up here more.
The last attempts at sacrifices also didn't seem to maybe go over so well.
Oh
I don't love that.
Why are you rolling?
Oh no!
You're having a great conversation, so I'm just getting ahead on some things.
What are you rolling?
Don't interrupt the storytelling.
Do you hear that outside?
rolling.
It sounds like they've moved the dice game upstairs.
Is it raining?
Other things are happening in the world, and some of them I have to roll for.
It's not real.
I wonder.
Yes.
I wonder as well. I mean,
Whoa.
I wonder.
if he is ignoring her call, it's going to get worse and worse. Likely.
Yeah. One, I mean, according to what I heard tonight, with the new moon coming, we might be at some risk. A
You
lot of
might
people will
be.
be.
You might be at risk.
I mean, I was trying to.
But no one
We
cares
as a
about
team.
us here.
Right. No one
cares
here.
about us here.
It has to be a sacrifice of something that matters to the person doing the sacrificing.
If it is a
Yeah.
mermaid, I don't
If.
know.
Well-
I've never
Well, what are our other options
Sea
seen
monster?
serpents,
Yeah.
but none of that fits.
then?
Well, I wonder if the warning wasn't so much about the sacrifice as it was the mermaid come calling for her kin and deciding to make everything around a whole lot worse.
He said to you, "Don't make friends; they're a liability." Does that mean that he thinks that you having friends means that someone would care about you and then throw you in the water?
That's a possibility.
Or maybe he just had a crush on the barmaid and didn't want you edging in.
Enough speculation. Now we must act.
Yes, I will go directly to bed.
Doc, are any of those tools steel by any chance?
Yes, all of them. Stainless. Oh.
Can I borrow that scalpel?
Yes, of course. Yes. Careful, it's sharp.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get myself one more drink before I hit the
think that
go to
is-
bed.
Perhaps. I don't know, but if there is any part of the man who, any part of him who cares for his godmother, she may be next. Perhaps she is the person to talk to.
That may be a hard sell because she has also very much benefited and may not want to hear it.
And is a very hard woman.
I'm sorry, did you say hard or hot?
Hard.
Okay.
I'm not Reggie.
I heard the R.
I'm not Reggie.
I will go.
To talk to the
No.
godmother? No. Okay, well, do you want something steel? And I hand you a bone saw.
Sword grins.
I don't know if you have anything steel, but
This is
there you are. What?
How is it like
For bones?
well, like
You know what
tree?
a saw is.
Well, it's small. It's too small for a tree.
No, it's not for
You're supposed
tree.
to
It's
use
for
it on
bones.
bones.
Yes.
The human tree.
Oh,
Horror game.
the human tree. You know, people are full
I'm
of
pretty sure I
trees.
have like some kind of hunting knife.
Oh yeah, you definitely
Yeah.
have a hunting knife.
Is it steel?
And I can say very specifically, you have a steel hunting knife because you use it for other reasons too.
I do.
Oh, what does that mean?
Secrets.
Sixes, all sixes. Tell me.
That's for the player to reveal if they so choose. Yeah, you would have a steel hunting knife.
Yeah.
Your knife would also be steel or some equivalent metal. So
I hold up a pair of scissors and my bone saw. I'm ready
To go
Great.
straight to bed?
to go right to bed.
Victor goes to tuck in once everyone else has been shooed out of his room, since that was the room that you were all meeting in.
Everyone likes to meet in my
Richard, you're heading down to the bar to grab a drink. Soren is going to go out and start looking for a possible ritual location. And Signe, you're gonna kill some time and then go do some upstairs work.
Yeah, go do some climbing work.
I mean, Ren's in the game. There's gonna be crime.
I'll go down and drink with Richard. We're drinking buddies. I won't be a party pooper. And
We're gonna do a little brief montage of what's happening. We'll start with Richard and Victor. You go downstairs. The bar has settled a bit after that ruckus of the one gent getting thrown out. You can see the card games and dice games are still going, but it is not quite so like shoved in crowd. Like it is late enough that like there's a many fewer people here. A lot of folks have gone off to go to bed because they're going to have to get up with the crack of the dawn. You see now that the kind of lanky fellow who helped check you into your rooms is now the one behind the bar pulling drinks, and he looks a little bit flustered. But again, there's a lot fewer people down here now, so, nothing too crazy. You sit at the bar to order some drinks, you grab a table.
Yeah, are the brothers there?
Yes, the brothers are there. The godmother is not currently.
How stupid do you want to be today?
Not at all.
I love that question so much.
I prefer
That's a very me move. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Very stupid.
not to be stupid at all, Richard. Please, how stupid are you planning?
Noted. I'm gonna go get 4 beers.
Yes! The guy behind the bar pours them and is like, do you need help carrying? And you just double fist, yeah.
I'm American.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is easy.
Usually my dinner. But...
Writers.
Richard, we can't.
Yeah. And I'm gonna walk up to the brothers.
Sure. They are playing some sort of you think it's dice just between the two of them, but as you get closer you see they are using actual knuckle bones for whatever this is they're playing. But as you turn, they do that like thing where they sort of like there's like that brief pause and then they just both simultaneously sort of like turn and look at you and look a little bit like what?
Yeah. 2 questions. Do I notice if the gun is still tucked, or if the gun is tucked in the band?
Just sticking out of his crack, like a gun happy plumber.
It's late enough that they've got their shirts untucked, kind of even around their suspenders and whatever, so you can't 100% tell, but you're there is enough like strange fold of the shirt that you think it might be in there. It's just kind of out of sight.
Yeah. Second question is there any medals on this table that they have?
To think about what would be I mean the buttons are like the buttons of their suspenders could be metal, but you're not sure. You can't really see. You can't really tell. Like unless you're like, "Hey, could you open your pants for me?" You're not really gonna know if it's like leather and like horn buttons, or if there's like wooden, or if it's like metal. Because this would be of the time when it's like the buttons on the inside of the waistband.
Yeah.
So there could be metal fastenings, but they could just all be other stuff. So you're not immediately spotting anything that is.
Just real
Besides
quick.
the gun.
Besides the gun.
Potential gun.
I'm figuring out how stupid these guys are by just kind of luck checking them. The other brother, not the one who you think might have the gun, the other brother does actually have a visible knife in a sheath on his side. It looks like it is probably very similar to Signy's. It's just like a standard kind of utility knife, hunting knife, or whatever. So you're guessing it's metal.
Just real quick, I work at an after-school program, and one of my teachers was from rural China and was telling me about the pig knuckle bones game that we would play, and he wanted me to buy pig knuckle bones to play with the kids, and we couldn't find any on Amazon.
Interesting. Wild.
I got him a little plastic things. He said it wasn't quite the same. Anyway, go ahead.
I have a jar of bones at home, but none of them are knuckles, and it makes me very sad. Anyway.
Hey, fellas, I'm pretty sure your brother has told you what's going on. We're going to be heading out tomorrow morning. Let's bygone be bygones.
No
Here are
bad
2 beers.
blood. No bad blood. Ha ha ha.
Do you mind if we join in on your game?
They look at each other, they look at you, they kind of give you that, like, slightly creepy grin and then just wave to the chair and be like, hope you're ready to, leave a lot poorer than you came.
I don't know what game we're even playing.
They look at each other again with a big grin and they start to teach you an exceedingly complicated bones throwing game that seems some combination of, it's something between like a liar's dice, a divination ritual, and a bunch of rules that you're pretty sure they're making up as they go just to make sure you...
I was going to ask, is it that thing where you're playing with a kid who just keeps being like, oh, and I forgot about this rule, that means you lost.
Yeah, it's a little less blatant than that, but it is clearly like you clearly know what they're doing. They clearly know you know. And we have all just accepted that this is the convention.
Yeah.
Is you're probably gonna lose.
Can I make a logic check to see if I can like actually learn the game?
I'm thinking about what skill I would let you make. I would let you make. I'm torn between learning and observation because on one hand it's assessing it, but it's also just like watching enough to figure out if there is secretly a pattern to it.
I would like to learn their game, please.
That's not how the
I would
skill
like
works.
to
So
learn the game of Divin the Knucklebone.
I think learning is specifically for like written.
Oh, okay.
let me
it's
look.
not-
I hear the argument, and I don't want to just
You're not
negate it for the
spend
sake of
too much
negating it,
time
but I
on
do
it.
want to just an ability to establish connections through logic and knowledge. Yes, you may make a learning roll.
May I have 4 dice, please?
Sure. They're all blue.
I have 1 blue too. None of those worked. Nope.
Sorry.
3 5s.
Every time you think you're like, I've cracked it, they introduce a rule, and you're like, wait, no, but that doesn't follow the pattern. And you, honestly, you probably lose more money than Richard does because you're so focused on just trying to figure out the game mechanic. Whereas Richard just like you just accept that like there are no rules. Just like what you, I'm gonna just say you pick up on because you're a little more like just socially aware than anybody else. Is if I just say things with commitment. That's the buy-in, and so you start also kind of doing the like, no, because it's like 2 and it's a 4, and so that means that I get to take half the pot, and there's a little bit of the like respect the hustle where that weirdly like they start to get into it, like it seems like they have maybe forgotten a little bit that they're supposed to be menacing you and are now just having a good time.
Different before.
I'm sure I don't
As
see
I'm
people
like-
actually like standing up to them or pushing back like that. I'm sure it's intriguing.
Yeah, and I was the whole entire time I'm like, oh, you guys are almost halfway done. You can't let that just stand. Come on, one more round. One more round.
Yeah, you are able to get these guys playing and drinking, and you know they're not particularly chatty, but there seems to be a little bit of like, you know, some joviality that has been established where maybe they're not going to come bludgeon you to death in your sleep or something.
Yeah.
Grunt once for yes and twice for no.
Soren, I would like you to make me some sort of, I think maybe it's a investigation. Maybe it's a stealth. I think it's an investigation because you're trying to explore this island and find anything that would indicate to you where these rituals might take place.
Yeah, I'm specifically looking for anything that seems like a ritualistic space, but I'm also looking for places where I can't, places that are not the dock that someone could feasibly take a boat out of.
Sure.
Privately,
Like if there's
secretly.
like a secret cove that's on a different side of the island.
Yes.
Whatever.
And before you roll, do you want to use any of the quite a few
I can use to
that you
add
have?
one or
One bit you can I think we said you can add to your pool. Yes.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to lose the pushing rerolls.
Yes,
So
yes. Okay.
thank you for the bits.
Yay.
Send more
Thank you.
bits.
1, 2 6s. No, 1 6.
1 6.
Only one.
Ooh. I'm
What
hearing
are
an
the-
interesting
what are the
pause.
pushing rolls again? Pushing.
You get to reroll everything that's not a
I
6 to see
suffer
if you
a-
gain more, but you will have to take a condition in return.
Okay. And does it matter how many I roll? I can roll all of them, and it's still just one condition.
You keep the 6. You can roll everything else. This is not a high difficulty test. Your difficulty is I have been remiss in telling you what the difficulty is before you roll your pool. What you are doing is what I would consider normal difficulty.
Okay.
You have stated very clearly what you were looking for, and while it is something that might be hidden, it is not necessarily something that is hard to find.
Okay.
Ritual spaces are probably going to be easy to identify as ritual spaces.
Okay. Sounds good. I will keep that roll then, and not push.
This is going to take you much of the night. Again, we're montaging, but you are able to make your way around this island, or at least the parts of it. There's a certain point at which you're like, I don't even need to go that far. Like, clearly, no one gonna go over there. The terrain is not useful. Like, it would not be worth it, even if you're trying to hide a space. You explore around. You do find that there are edges of like the harbor. There's kind of the main harbor area, and you could see how like if you went to like the horns on the outskirts, you might be able to kind of tuck in a boat or launch a boat. But there wouldn't. Again, if you just wanted to keep your boat away from everybody else, that would certainly be an option. What doesn't track in the world you are painting is if you are needing to take human sacrifices with you, that would be very out of the way to have to drag another human to this secret boat and get them on that secret. Like, it would be significantly more difficult, especially if you've got someone who's potentially unwilling or is dead weight in some capacity. It would probably be a lot easier to just sneak someone onto a boat in the midst of the hustle and bustle, whether by coercion, knocking them out and throwing them under a burlap sack, whatever. It would probably be just as easy, if not easier, to sneak someone on in the midst of the hustle and bustle of either everyone going out in the morning or everyone coming in at night, or just under the cover of darkness, stash them on a boat, and then go out undetected with the rest of the fleets as they go out on their normal fishing. Ritual spaces. In the outdoors and along like the shorelines, you do not find anything.
Okay. Do I have time to sneak around the docks a little bit?
Sneak around the docks, certainly. I think that's part of your kind of
Okay.
route that you make. There are guys down here. Some of them have made little like fires and are now kind of drinking by the fires. Many of them have just gone to sleep. Most people are just sleeping. But there is a sense of like a lot of people are sleeping on their boats, both for convenience, but also because it's really hard for someone else to rob your boat if you're asleep on it. Built-in security system. So there are lots of people down here, but most of them are asleep. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I think I'm mostly keeping an eye out for any activity that seems strange among the people that are still awake, among the boats, odd sounds. I kind of just want to keep vigil here for a little bit.
Go ahead and give me an observation check.
Okay.
Actually, give me a vigilance check.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Keeping vigil, you give a vigil.
It's a slightly different tonality, but given what you are trying to do, being aware of your surroundings,
Yeah.
anything that is
If I think
that
it's
is sneaky. Yeah.
more likely that they would sneak out a body on a boat, then I want to watch for that. 1 success. What difficulty is this?
This is a 1.
Okay, then 1 success.
The only particularly odd thing that catches your ear in this case while you're out is that you do you hear some strange strange to you sounds from up near the warehouse. But you also, like, you don't live near the shore. You don't know what would be the normal sounds to be coming from the warehouse at this time of night. Maybe, if it's anything like a barn, maybe there's cats that roam around to keep the mice away or something like that. It could just be, there's like some rustling, some door creaking. You also don't know if maybe some of the employees of the warehouse sleep up there and maybe someone just went out to take a piss. That's about the only thing that kind of catches your attention as, like, you're not sure what it is. But, the warehouse is dark and it's generally quiet otherwise. It's just a couple of these points when you hear, like, some rustling and some doors.
Okay, rustling and doors. That's how you characterize the sound?
Yeah, rustling, footsteps, doors.
Okay. I mean, if I can, I'm curious about it.
You cannot keep vigil at the docks and investigate the warehouse. So, you said, what did you catch while you were keeping vigil at the docks, and that is what you caught.
Copy that.
Signy.
Yes.
You kill a couple of hours counting up your ill-won gains or something.
Yeah, and I think take a like half-hour cat nap to strengthen my senses.
Yeah. And then you head out. Where are you heading, and what are you doing there?
So I first wanted to get the sense for if anyone else is really awake at this point that is in the inn or anything like that.
What time are you heading out?
Probably midnight, between midnight and 1 a.m.
Inn's pretty quiet. People are sleeping. Like, a lot of the guest rooms are, like, the doors are closed. People are sleeping. I think even by that point, probably Richard and Victor have gone upstairs and gone to bed by that point.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you the side.
No, you're asleep.
Close to.
No talking. You're asleep. So it's mostly doors are bright. There's a couple of doors that are cracked open. Give me a. I think this is going to be I think this one has to be an observation check.
Okay. 1-6.
1-6. As you're kind of creeping out of the guest rooms or whatever, I'm assuming you probably just like curled up on one of their floors or beds or whatever.
Yeah.
For your catnap. You see that there is one door on your floor where the door looks like it's kind of unlatched and cracked open. Which seems odd, because, like, even if the rooms aren't inhabited, you would close all the doors at night.
I'll slow down as I pass by that, just listening very intently to see if I can hear any breathing.
Quiet.
Okay.
Full quiet.
Poke it open with, like, 2 fingers and just lean my head a little bit.
You look in. It is a very simple room. There's a bed. There's a kind of like a vanity table with a Vaesen. Basin.
It's just right there.
No, it's not. There's a shut up. There's a we're on a time crunch. I love you. There is a basin and a vase with some flowers in it. There are some other there are some things kind of scattered on like the night table and stuff that look a little more like this is like an employee's room as opposed to like a visitor's room, just the way things are stuck, set out and hung up. And specifically, you see that there's like some hooks on the walls. There's not really like a wardrobe in here. There's like a trunk at the foot of the bed. There's some hooks on the walls, and you see a couple of aprons that are hung up there. That you would clock and recognize as looking like the ones that the bar staff wear.
Okay. But there's no one in here.
There's no one in here. Bed does not look like it has been... Like, the bed looks made up still.
That's interesting.
You see there's like a hairbrush and like a little hand mirror on one of the tables. There's a pair of shoes tucked up next to the bed. And there's a couple of books on the nightstand.
Does the trunk look locked?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll just take a quick peek at all of it. Does the hairbrush look like it has longer hair or shorter hair?
Long blonde hair.
Okay. So this is probably Justine's room.
That would be a good guess based on who else you have
clues.
seen
Yeah.
in the area. This looks like it's probably Justine's room.
All right. I'm going to clock that Justine isn't in her room and it doesn't look like that she's been in her room and mark that as interesting to file away for later.
Yeah.
And then start making my way out of the inn. Keeping an eye out for her now.
Yeah.
And if, I see her or run into her, we've got to go use the priv, obviously.
Yeah. You get downstairs. Everyone's pretty much been shooed out and cut off from drinking. The person that you do actually specifically see down here is the kid who was helping her run drinks, who was kind of like the dishwasher busser kid or whatever, is actually curled up, is knotted up in a chair, leaned back in the corner, sleeping.
Okay.
Just in the main room. You look around, it's tidied up. You see a couple you're guessing that he was on cleanup duty and he kind of went, fuck it, I'll finish in the morning, and curled up to sleep. But rather than leaving, he's there so that if somebody comes in to yell at him, he's still there.
Right on top of it. Totally just close my eyes to rest for a moment.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Is the door to the inn closed and barred?
It is closed and barred, but barred from the inside. There's a big latch that you could, you would easily be able to just slide open and slip out.
Yeah. I will do that, moving very slowly to ease the metal open.
Yeah. Easily done.
All right.
This is in good shape.
Then I will slip out into the night, and I will actually find a small rock, a sizable enough rock to put into the door frame to make sure it can't close all of the way.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to get locked out.
Sure.
I mean, not like I can't come in through a window and scare the piss out of out of any of my companions, but
Cool. You slip out and you make your way. Are you headed to the house?
Yes,
Okay.
but by a kind of roundabout way. I'm not keeping to.
You can loop the long way around to
Yeah.
the back of the inn and then come up to the back of the
Yeah,
house.
I'm trying to stay off of well-traveled footpaths and just use the shadows and the lack of moon to my advantage.
Again, there's literally 3 buildings here. You kind of just hug the back of the inn,
Yeah.
skitter across that yard between the two, trying to keep in the shadow of the privy, and then bolt across until you're in the shadow of the house.
Okay.
The Shadow of the Privy is my next book.
Oh, I was gonna say it's your prog rock band.
I was gonna say.
Now I'm
Now I'm going to scope the house. I want to do a full circle. Let's see if
do around.
there's
It's dark. It's quiet.
no lights, no anything.
No.
Okay. I'm going to assume that the front door is locked. I want to see if there's any side or back doors.
There is one side door. There is one back door.
Okay.
The side door is on the side that faces the inn. The back door is on the back.
I'm going to try the handle of the back door very gently.
High or low?
Low.
It's locked.
Okay. Try it. Feel that telltale resistance and go, all right. Well, I am not. I don't think that they're particularly good at the hooks and rakes, so they're not going to try that. Do another circle of the house and see if there's anything that they can use to get. I should ask. Is there an overhang area that I could climb onto, a porch or something on the second floor that would give me access to a window or anything like that? Or is it a straight wall?
There is some, we'll call it kind of drain chains coming from the roof that you would be able to use as a climbing bolster. And there is, if this was indoors, it would be wainscoting, but outdoors there's kind of the little decorative edging sort of thing on the windows and between the first and second story and stuff like that. So you have places where you could get finger holds and hoist yourself up. There's a little bit of a cover over the front door and over the back door. Mm-hmm. The side door is inset, if you will. Okay. I suppose the front and the back have more of the steps that lead up and a little bit of that overhang for rainy season or whatever. So you've got some options. You do see that it looks like there are a couple of windows on the second story that might be cracked open.
Ooh, even better. At this point, I think Signy's going to shed boots and socks, so to get like monkey toes when needed.
Yeah. Grip and quiet.
Exactly. And I'm gonna aim for the closest window to the back door that appears to be open, even if it's only just slightly cracked, and start climbing.
Cool. Go ahead and give me an agility check.
That is 1-6.
1-6. Okay. I'm counting because I don't know how to do math.
What is math?
Math at almost 10 o'clock at night is a thing.
Why must math?
Okay. Great. You make your way up. You kind of use this, like, you know, some of these, like, decorative elements on the outside of the house. You use this little porch, and you are able to... it's a little bit difficult. It's a little bit of a strain, but you are able to get up, and you see a window, and it's kind of on the back side of the house, and it appears to have just enough of a crack that you can just kind of, like, slide some fingers in.
Mm-hmm. Before I do anything that might lose me fingers if someone heard me.
Lose me fingers.
I do want to like pause there, kind of hanging, maybe breathing a little bit hard so to catch my breath, but also listen through the window to see if I can hear any signs of life in there.
No sound.
Okay. Kind of like peek over the edge of the window and like...
This is the window at the far end of an upstairs hallway. So it dumps you into the hall.
Okay. Gently reach out and start prying the window open. Again, moving very slowly because I've learned that wood that is affected by seawater has a nasty habit of sticking.
Yeah. This is probably the hardest part, is trying to, like, keep this precarious, like, you're, like, barely balanced on the edge of this kind of, like, decorative carved, very narrow ledge, and you've got one hand kind of holding to try to keep your grip while the other hand is just so slowly at this awkward angle trying to, like, shove up enough that you could slide yourself in. You're a small individual for the most part. You've got
surprisingly strong.
You've got that toughness of growing up on the streets where you've got to have, you've got the muscle and you've got that kind of lean, wiry strength. It's hard, but you were able to do it. You were able to get this window open, and you feel like you can just kind of haul yourself in and just sort of, like, tumble in onto the floor.
All right. I will slither my way in as quietly as possible.
Great. I need you to go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Okay.
Now that you are inside.
And I will say aloud that my talent is hobo tricks. I get a +2 to stealth when trying to hide me or an object from a wealthy person.
Great.
Ah! That's not terrifying at all.
Use them or lose them.
True.
You want to use a bet?
Kind of do.
Use a bet.
Y'all mind if I use it?
do a bit.
Seconded.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nope.
What's the difficulty on this?
This one's a 3.
Okay. Well, I got none on the dice. Like I have a +2 for myself, unless it's our maid.
Okay.
That's +2 for your dice, though. That means you have to roll 2 more dice.
Does it? I actually don't know how the talents work in that aspect.
Let me double check really quick.
Thank you.
I'm
not sure if it's +2 dice or +2 to what is rolled on the dice. Or
No.
is it
Because it's only based on 6s.
It's only based on 6s.
Well done.
So
it
it's
would be
2 more dice. Roll 2 more dice. See if you get a 6.
I got 1 6.
You could push the roll.
I think I will.
Okay.
Got 1 more 6.
Okay.
Got that going.
And I will take exhausted, I think, because it's late.
Yes. Sorry, I had to double check. I was like, stealth is a physical skill, so yes. Yeah, you're exhausted. That was really, really hard. You have pushed the roll, so even though you did not get enough successes, you have succeeded, but at cost. You are exhausted. You are breathing a little heavier than you would like.
Mm-hmm. Sweating, just like in a bad position for cat burglary.
Yeah. You're looking around. You are listening. What do you do in this moment?
I want to creep down the halls. If anyone is a normal person, they're going to be in their bed and asleep at this point. I don't want bedrooms. I'm looking for something like an office or a space where someone would keep information that they wouldn't necessarily keep in their bedroom.
Sure. You start making your way down the halls. Some doors are closed, some doors are open. It seems very likely that some of those closed doors are probably bedrooms, but the open doors might be something like an office, something where in your private home you wouldn't feel the need to close and lock things. You make your way. You see a door that looks promising towards the stairs end of the hall, further away from the window. One of the first rooms you would come up to if you were coming up the stairs from inside, because you see bookshelves.
Ooh.
Which seems promising. You sort of quietly push open the door a little bit. You do indeed see a beautifully carved large desk, kind of lit by the moonlight shining in through the window. You see floor to ceiling bookshelves with ledgers on them. It doesn't look like these are reading books. It looks like these are business books.
Interesting.
Books.
There's a big plush, luxurious looking chair. There's a big plush rug. All of this sort of stuff. You step inside?
Yes. Very well. I will pause in the doorway and do the smart street kid check before slipping inside.
You take a moment, you listen, you pause. You slip inside. You are immediately assailed with just the violently floral cloying scent that just hangs in the air, almost makes you gag. As you make your way in, and as you take a few steps towards the desk, you hear the door close behind you. Richard and Victor, you have settled into bed. You are tucked in. You are, maybe feeling a little bit of the booze. You guys had a fair amount of drinking tonight. You've had a long, long days of traveling. This is the first time you've really gotten to, rest.
Richard, do you think there are Vaesen on the moon?
I mean, there has to be, right?
Yes, there must be.
Must be.
Sometimes I like to think that there are little Vaesen jumping around on the moon.
Maybe that's where they're from.
You drift off eventually
Hunk shoe.
to sleep. And as you sleep, you have a dream. And in this dream, you look around, you wake up in your room in the hotel, but you realize this must be a dream. This can't be your room in the inn, because when you look outside the window, all you can see is dark seaweed floating and little bubbles rising from the seafloor. And you look, and that seems strange. There's a pungent, salty algae scent that fills your nostrils. And then you see water dripping down the walls. A little drip. And then a flood. And then a waterfall as the room begins to fill with water. Up to the legs of the bed. Up to the top of the bed, and as you frantically get up and try to scramble, you start to realize that it is not stopping. It is getting higher. You find yourself floating as you are clawing, desperately trying to keep to the surface of this water as it continues pouring in. You don't even know from where, filling your room until it meets the ceiling and there is no air left. And in an instant, you wake. You wake for real, sputtering, coughing, choking, that sensation of nearly having drowned. And you look around and you are in your room. It is dark outside. There's a little bit of moonlight shining in. It is quiet other than your heaving breaths and your coughing. And you are terrified. I need both of you to make me force checks.
Uh-oh.
Two sixes.
2 6s. No 6. You are exhausted.
Oh!
You don't feel great about that. And as the night stretches on, just this bare sliver of moonlight from the almost gone moon, the moon that will be full gone tomorrow night, that is where we will end tonight's session.
I'm in danger.
Oh, you have no idea. We actually have to talk about this after screen. Thank you, Logomancy Media, for the raid and for sticking around
thank you.
for the last stuff. I hope you enjoyed what you caught, and I hope you pop back onto our YouTube and catch what you missed if you enjoyed it. Thank you, everybody. We are in spooky season. It is October. New episode of Redacted Reports on Wednesday. GDS on Saturday is finishing Horror on the Orient Express. It is the
Final
campaign
episode.
finale. It's going to be wrapping up the
God
story.
willing and the creek don't rise.
No, you have to.
Yeah,
It's written in stone, and by stone I mean dry erase marker on our calendar.
More importantly, on our Google Calendar.
Yes, but it is the finale of Horror on the Orient Express, and there will be a little bit of a sort of like talk back, where are they now session for anybody who happens to survive. So don't miss that, and Vaesen will be back to wrap up our spooky season game next Monday. We are going to be doing something special on Halloween. It is no longer going to be a one-shot. It is probably going to be board games, but that'll be a fun time to just come, hang out. It'll be super casual. We'll chat. Some of us might get hopped up on candy. Who knows? Spooky Halloween.
I drew the brothers from the island, and I posted it on the Quest and Chaos Discord.
Ooh,
so
join our
maybe-
Discord so you can go see
Take a
Dane's illustration of our brothers.
Round stinky boys.
Last plug, follow Tabletop Today TV on YouTube. This is our new side project that is produced by Quest and Chaos, where Thomas and James and hopefully various friends in the future will be bringing you news, reviews, and all things tabletop. It's going to be very fun. Get in on the ground floor now so you can say that you saw our early attempts at trying to get people to come watch this. No, it's fine. We're backlogging content. We're getting ready for stuff. There's a lot of fun upcoming things that I know are going to be happening over there. And now, if you are a patron, stick around for our After Dark. That will be over on YouTube. It is available for patrons only. If you
Patrons
want
only.
to catch all of our many backlogged After Darks for all of our shows, you can join Patreon now, and you will get access to all of those playlists. If you want a taste of what an After Dark is like, you can actually go watch any of our Starter Set Summer School games from over the summer, where we did them freely available to give everybody a taste of what that is. As always, thank you all for watching. We've got one bit for the boy. And the rest,
for the boy.
I think the rest are going to roll over because they're the residual patron bits. I did a good job of using mine, so if anybody wants to send me more bits,
Way to go.
that'd be great. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time. Good night.